Hello and welcome to another momentous Points of View. Like, points of view, but I'll stop explaining it now. Howson instead of Ian, if you hadn't noticed. I don't know why, no one wanted to argue and Howson said I'm doing it this week and that was it, wasn't it?
So it went down.
Yeah, that's basically it. So we are going to do the same thing we always do, except with Howson instead of Ian. We're going to read your comments to each other, something will have been blanked out, and we'll try and guess what that blank is. Are you ready to blank, Stephen Howson?
I don't know if I've ever been this excited for anything in my life. And
Born ready.
There's the FA Cup.
Beautiful, because we're in the FA Cup final, and it's got red ribbons on it. So Vid Petlin says this: stop praising blank. He's so bad defensively. ... Ooh. While you're thinking, let's talk about the ... 1 dot is a full stop, so that's the end of it. 3 dots is an ellipsis, which is sort of a carrying on. 2 dots is nothing, that's a madness.
2 dots is even in or there.
Yeah, he's made a mistake somewhere on Vid.
Right, so we've got to think, who's been really poor defensively that people like to praise?
Well, in Vid's mind.
Yeah, in his mind.
They might have been great defensively in your mind, but Vid thinks they're poor. He wants you to stop praising them.
Damn.
Nah, Varela.
Oh, that fella Varela.
Yeah, he's not happy. Thinks he's poor defensively. So bad, he put 4 O's on the so.
That's emphasis.
Yeah, so bad. Do you agree with that?
No.
No, didn't think you did. Go on, your turn.
All right, my turn. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to read your name, then I'm going to read the comment, and then I'm going to look at Sam for an answer. So Puma S, and that's not like just the letter S, like a GTIS or something like that. Like,
right, yeah.
So it's not like a sport version.
Okay.
But S, as in like the Spanish S.
Oh, okay.
So Puma with an H on it, S. Some serious punctuation in this guy's name here. So anyway, blank is a great talent. He's a beast of a player and simply needs a chance in the starting 11 to prove himself. And I reckon that's fairly easy to get.
Well, my instant thought is that's Timothy Fosu-Mensah.
Because he's a beast.
Yeah, he's a big, strong guy.
And he needs his chance in the starting 11 to prove himself. But
then I thought maybe it's Pereira because of that chance to prove himself.
Don't know if I'd ever call Pereira
Well, that's it. That's what puts me off. I'm going with Fosu-Mensah.
You're wrong.
Ah, who is it?
Memphis.
Oh, he is a beast. The guy's massive.
He is a beast and he does need a chance.
Yeah.
Well, he's got his chance,
isn't he?
He needs regularity.
Yeah, I think that runner gains a bit of consistency and we might see something from him. But he's not been great, has he? He's not set the world on fire and maybe people hoped.
He's not.
But he's a young guy.
That's Howson anyway, and you get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
You can't set the world on fire. 70% water, it's not all going to burn.
Wouldn't work. This is ridiculous. So, latest goals. Let's support blank this one time and hope we don't get disappointed. Let's support blank this one time and hope we don't get disappointed.
Van Gaal.
Arsenal. Because of the Arsenal City game. Let's support Arsenal this one time and hope we don't get disappointed.
Yeah, we do have to support them.
I think Arsenal fans are regularly disappointed, aren't they? So,
regularly disappointed.
I don't know what happened to their latest goals.
Not even that supportive of their own manager, in all honesty, either. So maybe this will help a bit, United. But all right, it's me, innit?
Go on.
Okay, so this is from ASVP Sully. Don't know if that's the same one from Monsters Inc. or not.
Oh, I love that film.
That was Mike Sully.
Yeah.
I think it was Mike Sully. Might be wrong. Fellaini's out for the season. Blank. Oh, hang on. I'm just going to back that up. Fellaini's out for the season. Triple exclamation mark. Blank.
Yes.
You're in the ballpark. I'm going to give you a point. Is this a points game?
Oh, it's a points game.
It's just become a points game.
Go on.
Wahey.
Wahey. Ah, well.
Yeah, you're in the wheel.
They were just celebrating. They were just celebrating. I'll take that point. From Dennis G 2000 or Dennis 2000. DGD is the main reason we can hold our blank.
Something probably not PC coming to mind.
I'll give you... David De Gea is the main reason we can hold our blank. I'll give you a clue. It is actually 2 words.
It's...
Blank blank. He's the main reason we can hold our blank blank.
Right, it's gonna be heads up.
It's heads up.
Of course, it's heads up.
Yeah, it's the main reason we hold a heads up. I think the person that wrote this one was a bit mean by just putting the 1 blank for 2 words, because if you're thinking that, you're thinking we're holding something else.
The thing is, I looked into this the other day. I looked at the stats, and we've only faced the 2nd lowest number of shots on target.
Oh, he's had nothing to do all year.
Yeah. So I think it's strange that people believe that De Gea's been. It's just because he is so good. The saves he makes are saves that he perhaps shouldn't make.
Yeah.
So he's not like we've faced a million shots. We haven't. We've just not been scoring goals. That's the problem.
We're
watching strikers.
A mixed bag. Go on, your one.
Oh, it's me, isn't it?
You'll like the next one.
That's the way it goes. So this one is from Aaron Glace. Now that might be G-Lace if he's ghetto, but
oh yeah,
I think it's Glace. It's not Glacier.
I like glaciers.
Glace.
Never seen one.
It's a strange surname. Never seen the surname Glace, unless it's a nickname, and it's even weirder. So Van Gaal will be blank next season. I'm 100% sure.
Here.
Correct.
I think that guy thinks he's
absolutely knocked it out of the park there, Sam. Yeah.
Do you like this one? Do you think it'd be next season?
No, I don't.
No, it would be strange, wouldn't it? It would be weird because he's come out and said he originally wanted to sign a 2-year contract, not a 3-year contract, and the club wanted him to sign a 3-year contract. And in my head, no football club in the world lets their manager see a final year knowing it's the final year. So presumably United may even have come into it going, we're going to give him 2 years, but that means we have to sign him for 3.
That's interesting.
Because
interesting theory.
Especially at Manchester United, because we had it with Alex Ferguson, to give somebody a final year when all the players know he's not here next season with nothing to prove to him. You can't do it. I don't think you can give any manager a final year when everyone knows it's the final year.
Your authority wanes the closer it gets to you leaving. I mean, even in Sir Alex's last days, I bet there were some players just completely phoning it in training or just not quite listening to it.
I mean, they wouldn't have worried because they won the league, hadn't they? But I bet in training, people would have relaxed, but they haven't got anything to worry about.
Do this.
We've won the league, he's not going to be here next year.
Put that bib on, you put a bib on.
So I think there's a possibility that they signed him on for 3 years, knowing 2 was the better option. Because if you sign him for 2 years, you'd have to sack him after a year or extend it at some point.
Why don't they just always lie about how long people's contracts are?
Well, that's it, isn't it? That's it. Ali J. He is so cute, ... space, like a blank. And I'll give you a clue here. It says Ali J, brackets, talking about Howson. He is so cute, like a blank. What are you like?
Bear, probably.
Cuddly Care Bear is the answer. So that's a point for Howson.
High five!
Ali J thinks you're cute, like a cuddly. You've gone red. The red Care Bear. What was that called? Red Face, probably. I did like the Care Bears, but I can't remember their names.
Is it me again now?
What the hell were their names? If you know the names of the Care Bears, get them in below because I can't remember. So they all rhyme. They were all something bear, weren't they? Like, well, not like Care Bear, but like not John Bear. I get. Oh, sorry, I've gone on a tangent. Go on.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
Are you sure you finished?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it, but
there was all pastel-coloured bears as well.
They were, yeah.
There was no solid colours in them.
Do you know what? I bloody love the Care Bears.
Very well washed out bears.
Can we just give up on this and do full-time Care Bears? Because that was a great show. Wasn't it like Rainbow Bear? Was that a name?
But do you know what?
I'm looking this up.
We had this discussion the other day, and we were talking about He-Man. If you go and watch He-Man again, it's terrible. It's really bad. So Care Bears might be one of them. If you go back and watch it, you just go, "What is this?" Because when you watched it as a 6-year-old,
it's amazing,
and you're dumb, you might think it's good. Anyway. So Shah Hernandez.
Go on.
Louis Saha, the blank that had it all. And before I get into this is all in caps. And he's thrown 1 3-dot ellipsis in and 1 4-dot ellipsis in there.
Hello. So he's the he's the blank that had it all.
The blank that had it all. Louis Saha, ... The blank that had it all in caps. He's screaming this.
Well, I'm thinking it might be like the man that had it all. But then it might be striker or forward. Baller,
happens in football.
Frenchman, the
Frenchman,
the guy. I'm going man. I think the man that had it all.
Footballer.
The footballer that had it all. I thought about saying footballer.
We didn't have height or resistance to injuries. You didn't have that.
I don't know what he was like as a left back. Joseph Stalin. Comment from now. Probably not that one.
I don't reckon it's the real guy.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. He's hiding in a bunker. If blank was on Match of the Day, I'd actually watch the analysis.
I seen this comment. It was Squawker Dave, I think.
Oh, it's Dave, yeah.
Yeah, I seen the comment. Sorry, I saw the comment.
Always reading Joseph Stalin's comments. Bloody love it.
But he's not wrong though, because there is not enough statistical analysis, I don't think, on proper TV. You get more statistical analysis on YouTube, I think.
Have you read The Secret Diary of a Footballer?
No.
Very interesting, very interesting. He basically says, I don't know who the secret footballer is, but it's a really interesting book.
Because it's a secret.
Exactly. I know someone who's worked, I'll tell you about it after. Anyway, there's a chapter in it where he's talking about Match of the Day, and in it he references, you know, like when you get like a massive raking ball and you're like, he didn't even look at, how did he find the run? And he's pointed out that they've worked on that in training all week. They know the left back is slower than their right winger, so they'll have practiced. When you've got the ball in this position, knock it 50 yards, which is why sometimes you see those passes that look totally aimless. It's because the person hasn't made the run they're supposed to have made that they've practiced. But what you get on Match of the Day is a much more prescribed hero and villain version of how footballers worked out. Like, let's say when Wayne Rooney's had a good game. Yeah, they go, Wayne Rooney has done all this because he's a much better footballer than that. It's not what's happened at all. What's happened is, through the week, they've worked out how they're going to get past, let's say, West Brom's back line. And they'll have practiced, they'll have looked at the runs they're going to make, and they're just going and putting that into practice. And that's why they'll get the goals, or on those occasions, the back line will be stronger because they'll have thought about the runs that are going to be made. But on match of the day, we just go, he's the best player on the pitch, that's why that's happened. Yeah. He's had a really bad day, that's why that's happened. But they ignore any sort of proper analysis generally.
Do you know Rennie Munstein used to do a training session, and this was the whole entirety of the training session. It was Paul Scholes and a couple of wingers, and he would be stood inside the centre circle, just fed loads of balls, and it would be touch and hit it over the top as if for a winger to run onto, and then he would stand on the other side and he'd be fed a ball and he would put it, and he would just pendulum it either side, and he would take the academy lads and do that literally for hours a day. And that is why Paul Scholes had that spreading it out to the wing just down to an absolute T, because you practiced it. Yeah, you only get good at things that you practice.
That's why we should listen to Squawk a Dame, I guess, is more of the story. And that is points of view for another week.
No.
I've got one more. Hello, that's not it at all. Shut up.
And this is from Charlie Peters.
Hello.
That sounds like a made-up name.
Sounds like someone that represents Blue Peter. Maybe that's because of the Peters bit. That's silly. Go on.
Does sound like a made-up name. John O'Shea is my blank. It's not my dog. Or cat.
John O'Shea is my hero.
It was a fairly straightforward one, wasn't it? But yeah, it is hero.
Oh, it's hero. I kept thinking dad. I thought it was like a guy.
Well, no, because then it'd have been whoever, Charlie O'Shea, wouldn't it?
But he might be illegitimate and been told by his mum, that's your dad, and she's just pointed at the telly and there's John O'Shea.
And this is how he reveals it to the world.
Yeah, because he thinks maybe we've got contacts. We've got no contacts with John O'Shea, but maybe he thinks we have. Maybe he's like, they know. If I tell them, they're sorted out. And
I met him in Manchester.
Hello, there's your link, Charlie.
Listen, the night he scored, I think it was 2006 or 7, wasn't it? Whenever it was.
The lob against Arsenal?
No, the night he scored against Liverpool at the Cop End.
Oh, that was a dream, wasn't it?
1-0.
Dream.
I met him in Manchester that night, and I'm going to give him a big cuddle.
I don't blame you. So there's your link, Charlie. We'll do a show. We'll do a live show, a live reveal. Charlie gets to meet his dad, John O'Shea, live on Full Time Devils. It's going to be amazing. We're bringing Jeremy Kyle because he's good at this sort of stuff. We'll do a bit of DNA, and that's what's coming up next. So keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, get your comments in below so that we can keep doing these videos and linking you up with your illegitimate footballer fathers.
Potentially. Allegedly.
Good night. The lawsuit's clever. Yeah. Maybe.
I said, something was it? I said, something on the way. I tell tight, and I straight away. I said, something on the way. Right, so as you probably saw, someone took the mic and legged it. We've got it back now, Dave.